Hi everyone, happy holidays. I hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and jump into this plan with me. I know it's like almost Christmas and this is my December plan with me, but I still wanted to post it because I really liked how it turned out. But yeah, for this month I am going with a kind of like a forest theme, a lot of Christmas trees, a lot of natural colors, and I'm using a new thing, my dual brush pins, this Cottage pack. I have never used a brush pin before. I think I have one black, but it's called like an artist pen, but I still think it's a brush nib, but an actual traditional brush pen, I've never used it before. So I am in the learning process of trying to figure out how to use these. But I've watched a lot of videos and I think everyone just says takes practice. You have to like get it like the feel for it, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. This was my first attempt at drawing something, and I know it's not perfect, but is anything perfect on the first try? But yeah, and I'm just gonna separate my December with my actual like calendar portion where I put everything with these little Christmas lights that I thought was super festive for this season. I don't know about you guys, but the holiday season for the past couple years, I don't think it's just about it being 2020, but it hasn't been as fun for me. Don't get me wrong, I always do love the holidays, but I think now, like, that I'm in the throes of college and I am worried about presents and how much everything costs, it kind of takes away some of the fun. So this year I really pushed myself to kind of go back to my childhood and think about all the things that used to make me really happy. So that was kind of my inspiration that inspired me to have this theme, because I use a lot of Christmas trees, a lot of cookie cutting pictures, just a lot of different things, because every year we would go and cut down a Christmas tree, and it was one of the most fondest memories I have as a child during the holidays. And then we would always make these gingerbread cookies, which is just like pre-made gingerbread dough, or it's like cinnamon dough, and then you shape it into the head like a reindeer head, and then you use like green M&Ms for eyes and a red M&M for a nose, and then pretzel antlers, and we just made them every year. Honestly, I think I just ate the pretzels off of all of them and like picked the M&Ms off because I wasn't even a fan of the cookie that much. But now that I'm older, I don't do that anymore, and I'm not as picky, so I'll eat it all. But yeah, that was kind of where I was going with this month. I really wanted it to be warm and have that spirit that I kind of have lost in the past couple years, and I'm really wanting to get it back. But yeah, for my calendar, as you can see, I messed up. I messed up repeatedly, and I kind of thought, well, it looks like wood, right? Right? I messed up, and then I was like, oh, I'll go over it again, and then I kept going over it, and I was like, oh, this kind of looks like wood. And then I added like little sticks, and I used not the brush tip, but the little nib, I don't know, the small one at the end. I used that to kind of add some definition, and I was really proud of myself because I was like, mistake? Well, I don't think it's a mistake because it actually looks pretty good and it fits the theme, so I'm not mad at all. But yeah, if you saw my candle change just now, I stopped filming that day, but I'm telling you, it's been hectic. But I actually had to stop filming that first part, so this next part is like at a different time. But yeah, I thought I'd show you my little Better Not Pout candle. Pretty sure I got it from Marshall's a couple years ago, but yeah, it smells amazing. And then I'm just gonna use these gold stickers, and to be honest, I'm not really sure if I would recommend them. I got them at Hobby Lobby. I want to feel like, say, a year ago, maybe. Yeah, let's say a year ago. And I don't know if it's how old they are, or I don't know. It could be how old they are. But I feel like stickers usually last, or at least the stickiness, because these weren't sticky. that much. Like I really had to press them down to actually stick. It was a little weird. I don't know. Maybe that's just my experience. But I'll still link them just in case anyone wants them. They're very pretty. I love the shine. It's kind of hard to read because of the lighting, but in person they are still really beautiful. And then I'm just finishing off my little goal section with a lot of little stars, and my bullet points were supposed to be little bows. It was hard to do with a brush pen. I'm still figuring out exactly what it can and should not do. but yeah, I for my goals this month, I just wanted to keep it simple, I like to keep everything self-care focused, because I feel like that's what I really need this year, is a lot of self-care. Finding those simple joys, and I'll say it over and over again. Life right now is about finding those small things that make you happy. Like for me, trying to take walks more, doing more puzzles, spending less time on technology is really important to me. And even if you don't always have to spend a lot of money, just to take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. One thing that I really wanted to include in this video was a bit of ASMR. Speaking of mental health and like taking care of yourself and listening to things that relax you. If you hate this, I am so sorry, but you're gonna hear some plastic. Wasn't that great? I'm so sorry if you don't like ASMR, but look at these stickers. These are my favorite stickers, like just the brand in general. Pretty sure I'm gonna butcher the name, but Takuni Tribe is what I'm thinking it is. I'll be sure to link the shop, the Etsy shop. It is one of my favorite shops. I've bought from them before. It was actually my May stickers, and I was like, should I get stickers from the same shop in 1 year? And I was like, yes, because I saw these and they were like not super like in your face Christmas, but they were definitely winter themed, which is kind of what I was going for with like my neutral colors. And it was just, it's perfect. The quality of the stickers has always been fantastic. It's probably one of the easiest I've found where you can actually like lift it, and they're very forgiving. They don't like fray at the ends. This is my experience with them. The only thing that I would note is that the shipping can take a bit. I'm pretty sure they're coming from Eastern Europe or Central Europe. I can't exactly remember where, but they do offer you the tracking number so you can see where it is. It's not like some places where it's kind of like, it shipped, I kind of don't know where it is, and then all of a sudden it ends up on your door. But yeah, it's not an overwhelming amount of time. I would just recommend, like, if you want to use them for like a December spread or something, get them a month early. I usually order mine like in bulk. My stickers I want to use for like the next 6 months, so I didn't really have a problem with the shipping at all. But yeah, I'm just adding some little snow drops. it's like black snow that I put little white dots in to make them more defined so that people could see them. I don't know if that makes sense. And then I am just putting this quote that I like. It's from a song called Noel. And I think it's technically a Christmas song, but I just wanted to put a quote because it is one of my favorite songs. I listen to it every year, probably year round, but more so like repeatedly during the Christmas time. And it just says, "The light of the world given for us." And I thought it was just a good place to put it, my bullet journal, because on the next page I had a plan of what I wanted to do, but I just wanted to put something simple in this space. I didn't want it to be too distracting because I already had a lot going on. But yeah, and then in the bottom I just included some of more of those little tree branches, and then up here I had some lights and some more little stars and more of these beautiful stickers that I'm just gonna sprinkle everywhere probably because I'm gonna use this whole sheet in December most likely, because I just, they're so cute. I'm so sorry. When I'm passionate about something, I just nerd out and can't stop speaking. But yeah, I'm going to use this different sticker. I actually had these from last year. It just says Season's Greetings. And then on to my next page, which I'm so excited about because this is the one where I really want to go back to my childhood, like pull in some of those things I used to do as a kid. So I'm just going to start by putting down some more very natural pictures with little cookie cutters and some logs and trees and pine cones. Yeah. And then I tore up a lot of paper this month. I don't know. I have a lot of scrap paper, and I just felt like it added to the theme of it being like brown and tan and very neutral colors. So I just put this up here at the top and stuck it down with some of my Scotch adhesive squares. I usually do this all off camera, but I like to do it, show it, me putting them on at least once in the video so that you know that I'm not magically just sticking things down and having them stick to the paper. But yeah, and then I made this little envelope, which I'm going to show you how I made that right here. And it was super like simple, but I'm not going to lie to you. I actually did this 3 times because I wasn't sure what kind of envelope I wanted. And it was super easy. I'm just undecisive. I make everything more complicated than it needs to be. But yeah, and then you just like fold it in. And then if you ever need to cut it, or like some people really like a rectangular shape to their envelope, and others kind of like more of a triangular shape when it comes to a point where you fold it down. I thought that I was going for a rectangular shape, so that's kind of why I cut it out like this. And then I figured that it didn't look exactly the way I wanted it to, so I ended up changing it, and it was really easy to change. I probably would have liked the rectangular shape, but I rounded it out too much, so super simple fix. I just drew on kind of some lines. I didn't even like draw them straight. I didn't need to. It was just easy, and then you cut it, and you have a cute little envelope. And I'm sure you guys can probably guess what I'm gonna put inside this envelope. But going back to my theme, I want to have this be like a little letter. I always loved those books as a kid. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about, but they'd be in the bookstore. It'd be like dragons, and then you open it up and it's super thick, and it has all these little like envelopes. It's like interactive with little cute, it felt like a scavenger hunt, and all these little pamphlets like you can open up. Like it's a very interactive kind of book. But I didn't write all of it because like some of it I want it to be a little bit of a secret. And then I'm gonna go back and write on it, but I put this little sticker down just to show you what it would look like. And then up here I'm gonna put that this is my Christmas wish list, kind of like it's a letter to Santa, which I know, but childhood memories and everything. I did that every year, and it really like leaving cookies out, and it makes me feel more confident and happy during this time of year to have some of those good things come to mind, even if you can't like create new ones this year because you're not able to see your family, or you're stuck at home and you don't feel comfortable traveling. At least you can have some of those traditions that you used to do. If you can't create new ones, you can always kind of look at the past and use some of those memories to kind of fuel what you can do currently. But yeah, it's just, I'm putting up here with that same green brush pen from the Cottage set, and I'm just putting my Christmas wish list. I thought this one turned out way better than my last one, like my last attempt at my brush lettering, but yeah, I'm super proud. And then I'm just gonna add some cute little stickers. But yeah, finals are over for me. I am ecstatic. Like I don't think anybody knows how happy I am to be done. I actually ended up dropping one of my classes because there's no shame in that. Like I talked about it with everyone I know. I was like, should I do this? I asked people from work, I asked my family, and ultimately came down to, it's been tough. I can't handle this class, so I dropped it, and that ended up being what I needed, so I'm gonna respect my decision. But yeah, In the little section below, I just put my favorite hot chocolate recipe. I have made this so many times. I don't want to guarantee that you're gonna like it, but part of me also does want to guarantee because I love it so much. Oh my god, what I just said sounded so cocky, and I'm so sorry. You don't have to make it. You might not think it's good, but I really like the recipe. It's like a Nutella hot chocolate. I think I found the recipe on Pinterest, but I kind of adapted it to be my own thing. And yeah, I might link that or include my own recipe down below if you want to try it. But yeah, and then I'm just putting some gift ideas. If you're my family or my friends, you will have no use looking at these gift ideas. They will not be for you. I made sure I did not include anything I would get you guys specifically on this gift, but I put some very general ideas if anyone wants to zoom in, or I can put those below as well. Just like face masks, and I know Bath and Body Works has these like little hand sanitizer that are spray that are so cute. You could get tons of cute gifts for anybody, and they don't have to be that expensive. And then I thought my candle was super cute with its better not pout thing. So I decided to have one last attempt at my brush lettering for this month, and I put better not pout. I mean, the more practice I get, I'm already starting to see a difference. I mean, from my December to this now, I feel like it's improvement. But what are all of your plans for the holidays? I know I'm probably just gonna curl up, make a ton of hot chocolate, eat probably way too much food, and watch a ton of movies. I love the Hallmark Channel. I mean, not really like all year round, but Christmas movies, I know exactly what's gonna happen. It's the same thing every time. It gets very repetitive, and I just need the good like falling in love stories. That is part of Christmas for me. And of course I'm gonna watch the classics like The Grinch, Elf. I also like a movie called Holiday in Handcuffs. I don't hear that one mentioned that often, but it comes on TV sometimes, and it just makes me laugh every single time. But I'm just going to finish off this page with some of these little like trees that I did earlier, but I did them a little bit different because I didn't put the thick black line. I think it looks more natural without the line, so I just did that over and over again. And then I put this little fragile handle with care because it's right next to my little letter, and I want it to get safely, you know what I mean? Like arrive safely. And it doesn't really fit my colors, but I thought that a little pop of red for Christmas time can't hurt, at least. And then I finished off with a little bit of some stars. And for this last space, I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. At the bottom of the page, I didn't mention earlier, had the little bag that I cut up with the fern in it. That was actually from a wedding shower, and they gave us chocolates. It was kind of a treat for all the guests that came, but I loved the like fern, so I cut it out. And then here I'm just putting a little note to myself. But yeah, I am almost done with this page, and thank you guys so much for watching. I really wanted to post this. I know it's so late and I'm so sorry, but I had so much fun doing this, and I'm glad and looking forward to starting this new year. I am planning on posting a lot more videos, so I really am just excited to see what this new year brings. I'm sure a lot's gonna happen, good or bad. I'm sure we will all get through it together. But yeah, here's the finished product. Thank you guys so much again. I really just appreciate you joining me for my December plan with me. Bye guys.